Welcome to Sharing Needles with Friends.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a double feature tonight.
It is a double feature.
Tonight is the first double feature
double
that we've done.
penetration. Wait, no, that was...
Whoa, dude, that's something completely different. That's from your other job.
That's a different thing.
That's your other job that you're not supposed to talk about here around me because I don't like to hear about it.
Yeah.
Tonight is a double feature. We speak to Jordan from the band Rozwell Kid, which is fucking amazing. If you have not...
Oh, my God, it's super amazing.
They have put out a really, really good album this year. And I would highly suggest, if you like good music, check it out. I would say, I mean, honestly, this is, Derek and I were talking about it earlier. I think this is definitely for fans, and he confirms it later also, actually.
Yeah.
Everything Derek and I were talking about. This is for fans of bands such as Early Weezer, The Rentals, and Ozma.
Yeah.
Which happen to be
totally
some
it's like they
topics
have
of conversation
They
throughout.
have a real 90s feel, but in a original way. It's like they have a hybrid of the 90s feel with the relevance of today, and it's really, really awesome.
It is.
I strongly suggest
The record is called Too Shabby, and tonight you will hear a song called Halloween 3.5. But we then also go into a conversation we had tonight with Mr. Tanner Jones from You Blew It.
Yes.
Which was fantastic.
This is his second appearance on the show.
This is. We kind of got a rundown of his top records of the year.
Yeah.
Pretty solid list.
Yeah. See, we're going to do these episodes separate, and then, these dudes are so funny together.
And then a conflict broke out.
A conflict arose, so I felt it's only proper to put these as a head-to-head. Let you decide, because we're not going to fucking count. No.
Let you decide who wins and who uses the word spicy more. Spicy.
I don't know.
I don't know
who wins.
I'm not going to get into that fight.
I'm going to say probably
all.
Tanner right now, just because of the amount of spices that you're about to hear. But
that's true, but I'm not going to get into that fight.
No.
We're gonna leave that for the conversation.
We're going to leave that for the suits in Washington to decide.
Exactly. So we're going to go into our sponsors. We are sponsored by Vinyl Me Please.
We are.
Vinyl Me Please is a fantastic record of the month club.
It is.
And
for as low as $23 a month,
finishing my sentences,
you can get a record delivered to your door, and it is a very awesome record always, because Vinyl Me Please curates an amazing
only
selection.
Awesome records.
Yeah.
Basically.
And they send you a cocktail recipe that pairs nicely with that album, and they also send you a 12x12 art print that is especially made for that album.
You said it. You said especially.
I did.
That's awesome.
I know.
Especially.
But no, yeah.
That's awesome.
Vinyl Me Please is amazing.
It is. It's incredible.
Can't suggest it enough.
Never gotten a bad record from them, ever. It's always been something.
You never fucking will.
You never fucking will. It's always something that's on my list. It's really always something that I've either seen in passing and thought, I need that, and I just didn't pick it up at the time, or I just completely forgot about.
I want to see if Vinyl Me Please wants to change their slogan from the best damn record club out there to I've never got a bad record from Vinyl Me Please, and I never fucking will.
I say we pitch it to them at our next board meeting.
We'll have a board meeting.
We sit down and we just kind of, we'll, pitch and then have the board and then point to things and say,
I'll have a laser pointer.
See right here, this is where your demographic is now.
Yeah.
But if you look down here, if you change your slogan,
you drop an F-bomb in there,
we
you
can
are
grab
hitting
these
a whole
people.
new demographic.
Exactly. Trust me, we played off the drug name.
Yeah.
The name is based off of, could be taken in a drug sense. And I feel like that's only made our,
Oh, yeah. We get all of the heroin addicts in the country.
Yes. Easily.
The nation.
I don't know if I feel good about that, though.
The world.
I mean, they need something to listen to as well.
They do.
And hopefully they can realize that the needles that are on record players are much safer and much more fun.
That's true.
And longer lasting.
Yeah, they are.
And Vinyl Me Please is one of those things that can be a long-lasting piece of your life as well.
I like the way you tied that in there.
Thanks,
that was
man.
nice.
And for a time, you can gift someone. In case you're looking for a last-minute holiday gift for someone that you give a shit about, you can do that with Vinyl Me Please.
They have a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 12-month membership that you can just go
that
purchase and give to someone, and then they get awesome records in the mail for a while.
In my opinion, the amount of months that you purchase for someone really shows how much you care about them.
It is. It totally does.
If you really actually care about someone, 12 months is a pretty solid way to go. I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, if you love the person,
right?
If you really care
then
about them as a friend,
you're
or
not
a
worried
family
that
member,
in 12 months from now we're probably not gonna be friends,
right?
Or whatever. No, you go ahead and make that commitment.
I'm gonna give you a 3-month package with the ability to buy up on
exactly.
that. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see how this goes, and I might renew this shortly for you. But yeah, check it out. It's awesome.
We're also sponsored by Nothing Too Fancy, which is a local shop here in Knoxville. They are also on the web at nothingtoofancy.com, and they are where you can go and get all of your Sharing Needles with Friends merchandise, shirts and slip mats and mugs, but you can also get other things that are way cooler than that, too.
It's true. They do have a lot
really awesome
of really
clothes,
cool stuff.
really awesome accessories.
Shit. Accessories.
I do it every
I
time.
think you can say, people say these words totally different ways.
Like you say across.
Huh?
You say across a lot instead of across.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't know. I can't think of a scenario in which I would use the word across.
No, you do it.
Weird.
You're going to realize it next time.
I guess. I mean, because you just pointed it out. Now I'm self-conscious. Like, when do I say across? Across.
Yep, you say across.
I don't, because
You do.
No, there's no way
you
I say
totally
that.
do.
It sounds ridiculous.
Tell me about it. I know. It drives me crazy.
There's no way I say that. Well, if you're driving across that road over there, no, see, that's not me.
No,
That is
that's
not-
totally.
No.
I mean, I thought you were being serious. Just and that's how much of that that is.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not from here though, so there's that.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, let's get into this episode because we got some really cool stuff to get to.
Yep.
Also, I want to mention that if you go right now to sharingneedleswithfriends.bandcamp.com, you can get a little sneak preview of what is to come with our new vinyl compilation that we have finally.
Yes,
Gotten
we just got the
back.
masters back, so we put it up online to where you
Now
can
you can listen to it.
stream it. You can buy it right now for a really small price, like it's nothing. But all the money goes to the Joy of Music School, which is an awesome charity, and you can go check that out now.
Yeah. So
And if you've ordered vinyl, know that it's in the works, and
exactly,
it is. Still
and if you
coming
ordered a
soon.
vinyl, know that you should probably check your email.
Yeah,
you
because
should have
you've got a
gotten
download
something for us.
code.
But if by some reason you didn't, you might have deleted it thinking that someone was trying to sell you things that you didn't want.
Yeah, like dick enlargements.
I was thinking needles, but
Oh, okay.
that dick enlargement.
See,
works
I
too.
just ever since I
mean, I
paid
see
that
that
money to that Nigerian prince because he
you just don't trust the internet anymore after
I
the
just don't
Nigerian
trust
prince.
it.
I mean, he visited you though. He did stay with you for 3 months.
Yeah, but he
I mean-
just really stunk up the place, and he
See, I think it was a scam for him to
cussed
just
a lot. And
stay
my
somewhere.
kid
Oh,
around
that's true.
Ollie, it was just bad.
That's true. I think he was just looking for a place to stay.
Probably.
And he suckered you in.
Probably.
Did you ever get that money?
No, I didn't get it, but I think I'm still. I'll probably get it sometime.
Okay. I hope so. All right. Well, we're going to talk to Jordan now from Rozwell Kid, and then you'll hear a song from Rozwell Kid, Halloween 3.5. Then you will only after hearing Rozwell Kid, hear Mr. Tanner Jones of You Blew It. And then we're going to stream a pretty new song.
No one's gonna remember all this.
This is very new. This song, Lanai,
Lanai.
which, well, it doesn't come out until the 27th of January. So you're welcome.
You're fucking welcome,
You're
guys.
fucking welcome. Things we do for you guys.
Here's Jordan.
We love you.
Needles with friends.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. This is Derek.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. And this is Gene over here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you giving us some time.
Yeah, absolutely. I got my headphones in. This is weird. I've never talked on the phone with headphones in before.
It is a very strange experience, but once you've done it, it's kind of...
You'll never talk on the phone the
You'll
same
never
way
talk
again.
on the phone without it again. It changes the entire cellular device feeling forever.
Can you hear me okay? Does it sound all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you great, man.
Cool.
So-
Very cool.
So I'm guessing you're using
Spicy.
the fancy speakers or the fancy headphones with a speaker in it.
Say what? Is that what you're using?
No, are you using the fancy like Apple ones that have the little microphone on it and the little earbud headphones?
Oh, fuck, that's a thing? I don't even have that.
Yeah,
hold
see?
the phone up in front of my face like an idiot.
Man, that method works too. I was just curious.
It totally works.
Just curious, If you were
I
one
look
of
like
the,
I'm about to eat my phone.
don't do that yet.
Wait till after
Yes.
this is over and then eat away because,
Why not?
depending on what brand you got, it's probably pretty tasty.
If
I'm
it's
due
an
for an
Apple,
upgrade. I might as well eat the phone that I have.
I mean,
That's
if it's
true.
an Apple, I've heard that one of those
Yeah.
a day
is pretty good.
It's pretty good for you, man.
Pretty good, except for the toxic
Yeah.
battery.
A belly full of circuitry and glass.
Yeah.
It keeps the doctor away.
Exactly.
Perfection. So, what's going on in your world right now at the moment?
Are we already recording? Are we good?
Dude,
Are we good to go?
Oh,
we are,
dude, yeah,
we
we-
are good.
We are rolling.
How'd you even know it was me? Did you press record before you answered the phone or after?
Before,
Dude,
because
we're
no one
ahead of
else,
it.
no one else calls me.
Right.
Really.
Derek doesn't
So,
receive phone calls
okay.
unless he knows to expect one, like
Yeah.
at a certain time.
Usually people write me
cool.
to tell me they're going to call me in the future, and then I just mark it in my day planner.
Because people know
You got
that
it all planned out.
Yeah.
if someone just calls Derek, he doesn't answer. You have to set it up in advance. And that's not a
I
joke.
like that. I like that. That shows initiative.
Yeah,
That's true.
totally.
I see. I like that. I see. All right. Oh, sorry. What was your question? I spaced out. already.
just it's okay. You can space out. We would likely do the same.
Yeah,
'cause,
it happens very frequently.
And also tangents are definitely something that are welcomed. So if you feel like taking
Cool.
something down some rabbit hole that you don't even know where it's going to go, just take it. Just go. Ride
Yeah,
with it.
exactly.
But basically,
Hey, this isn't the first. No, like I'm really excited to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because podcasts are my shit. I love podcasts, so I'm very familiar with the podcast
Format.
tangent.
Nice.
I understand how that goes.
Yeah, if you've ever listened to Mark Maron, then you know what I'm talking about. Just let it go. Just let it go. Like
Oh yeah,
that guy's a genius. But so in the world of
cat could shit on that guy's porch, and he could talk about it for 20 minutes at the beginning of an episode. It's
he
great.
really can.
Yo,
His intros
Yeah.
are epically long for most of the time, no reason.
He can, he will, and he has. It's incredible.
Always. So my question was just a simple icebreaker. Just because this is your first time on a podcast, I don't want to freak you out. I don't want you to eat your phone or run away scared or any of that.
I've been waiting for this my whole life. I am so ready to go.
Yes. So just in general, what's going on in the world of Jordan right now?
Well, I'm just sort of chilling out at home. I ate some Chinese food.
Yes.
I went to work today. I'm just chilling out now. I'm talking to you guys. It's pretty cool. I'm feeling pretty relaxed.
Well,
Having
good.
a good time.
Nice.
I want you to just
Yeah.
kick back. I want you to be relaxed,
Yeah,
Jordan. I mean, this is like,
Breathe in through your
Yeah.
mouth and out through your nose. I mean, this is a pretty simple procedure.
I'm literally laying in bed as I do this, so I can't think of a way to be any
That's-
more
dude.
relaxed. This
No,
is
you
awesome.
you are as relaxed as
yeah,
it gets.
Gene and I are spooning right here.
Yeah,
So we're good. I mean, it's night time.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you guys right now?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yep. And you
Oh,
had to
no
say
way,
it with the
for
accent.
real?
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That's awesome. I like Knoxville. I've been there a few times.
Oh, yeah?
Have you guys
Yeah, I went
played while coming through?
No, Rozwell Kid's never played in Knoxville. I played drums in a garage rock band before this.
Demon
called the
Beat.
Demon Beat. And we played this place called The Well.
Oh yeah,
it
dude,
was-
that was oh
Dude,
my
that
God.
place just shut down recently. That was our favorite place. That's where we would always play in our bands all the time.
Yeah, that place.
Cool, yeah. The Well was awesome. Was that Matt Woods? Was that his name, the guy that owned the place?
Well, Matt, I don't
think.
know if he owned it or not. Gina, a woman named Gina ran it. Matt Woods was through there all the time, so I'm pretty sure he had something
Cool.
to do
Yeah,
with it. But
yeah.
man, the Well was fantastic,
Yeah,
dude.
that spot was one of the coolest places and most unassuming places to have amazing shows. Like it was
Yeah.
one of those places
Yeah.
that you look at it from the outside and you're
Wasn't
like there's a sub shop right there,
Yeah.
and then there's a Mexican restaurant over there, and then we're gonna go downstairs and there's a venue. Really?
Yeah.
Are you trying to murder me?
Yeah.
And then you get down
that
there.
was cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, actually,
We had a really. I remember their bar looked really like futuristic. Like
Yeah.
they had lights
Yeah.
in the bar and stuff.
yeah.
And I also remember, I think this is the place, I think there was a pizza place next door called Sergeant Pepperoni.
Yeah, Sergeant Pepperoni's. Hell yeah, dude.
I took a picture of that place because I thought it was hilarious. Sergeant Pepperoni.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's and they make good pizza too.
They do.
Actually. It's
Oh, I didn't get to try it. I think we were there after hours, because it was a late night rock gig.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, rock
those
gigs.
rock gigs.
Yeah, they say they start at 9 and about midnight.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start it.
Actually, one of the last shows ever performed at the Well, Gene and I and some buddies did a Weezer cover show where we did the whole Blue album from front to back, and that was like a way to.
Oh, that's sick.
That was an awesome
That's
way to
awesome.
kick it out.
It was one of those shows that you will never ever forget.
Dude, it was so much fun.
It made me for a split second, after we played the show, and there was so much excitement, and we built it up for like a month, and I kind of thought when I was done playing the show, I just wish I was Weezer.
Yeah, I just want to be
that-
Weezer right now.
At this point, I had more fun tonight. I mean, I've played in a million bands, but I had a lot of fun tonight, and it was just a different feeling because everyone was singing along with everything, and it's just you take it in as you're playing, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is what it feels like to have fans.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean that would be a great thing, right? To have fans.
Yeah,
that would
dude.
be awesome.
I've heard it helps. I've
It
heard.
does help a little bit. So
That's cool.
you guys
I
are.
also went to the Pilot Light once.
Oh,
That
yeah.
place.
That place is awesome.
Yeah, Pilot Light.
It was actually after our show at the Well. Do you know that band Turbo Fruits from Nashville?
I've heard the name Turbo Fruits, but I don't think I've seen Turbo Fruits.
Me either, but Pilot
Yeah,
Light is the other spot here in town.
Yeah.
Pilot Light and the Well are the two spots that if anyone were to ever come through, I would say go. And
Yeah.
now we've got.
Yeah.
Luckily, we still have the Pilot Light.
Yeah.
because Jason,
Yeah,
the owner of
yeah,
that
we went-
place, he's amazing.
Yeah, I think I met because we went over there after the Well show and we were hanging out for the Turbo Fruit show, and they played with some band called Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
You don't know? Are they still around? This was a couple of years ago. I didn't know if they
I
were.
haven't
still
seen anything
playing.
about them around. Have
I'm
you?
pretty
Gene?
sure they played a couple months ago because I remember. I want to say our buddy Brian,
Yeah.
or Henry, one of them were talking about it.
Yeah.
and I thought, I didn't
Cool.
know that was a thing, and that band name is amazing.
Yeah,
Do you guys know that band Royal Bangs at
Yep.
all?
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. I really, really like that. That's how I got found out. I mean, I knew Knoxville was a place, but
Yeah.
they were the first band that I heard of who was from Knoxville.
Yeah,
I was,
man.
I was really
They're
into them.
great.
And yeah, they're cool. They're really cool.
Yeah, they've been in the scene a long time. They used to be in a band called Suburban Urchins
Yeah.
before they were
and actually,
Royal Bangs.
a band that Derek and I we played in a band with Henry, who I just mentioned, that was talking about Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
he played with them for a while.
Yeah, Henry was on tour with them and played with them for a long
So we've
time.
played. Technically, we've played with a member of the Royal Bangs, but he's no longer
cool, right
he's no
on.
longer with them now. But
Nor with us.
nor with us. But he's still doing his
Good
thing.
story, Gene.
Thanks, man. I had nowhere to go with that.
Yeah.
It started really good. I did have a point, but I was just kind of saying, hey, that's cool because you know so much about Knoxville. It's freaking me out.
You know more about
And-
Knoxville than
yeah.
a lot of my friends in Knoxville know about
So
Knoxville.
I think now the next step is you just need to come hang out and just be in the studio because it sounds like you have a thing for Knoxville. So
true.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Ever since I saw that Simpsons episode where they knocked over the what was
the
it,
Sunsphere.
Golden
The
Globe
sun-
thing?
the Sunsphere,
yeah, the
man.
Sunsphere, and it was full of wigs.
Yeah.
on the Simpsons. You remember that? Yeah, that was.
That's
that was-
Knoxville's
that was
claim
when
to
I realized
fame.
That Knoxville was the place I needed to go.
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, dude, the Sunsphere is all we've got. Like when you drive by on the interstate and you look down to the downtown, there's some buildings that look fairly impressive, but then you just see the Sunsphere sticking up right in the middle of that, and it's like, that's weird looking. I like it. It's a cute downtown because of that little glowy ball thing right there in
Yeah.
the middle. That's pretty cool. That's awesome.
Well, you're about to go on tour right now, aren't you? You're heading out in January or February?
Yeah, the last week of January, we're hitting the road for a full U.S. with You Blew It and Tiny Moving Parts.
Nice.
Yes.
We just saw Tiny Moving Parts a couple weeks ago, and man, those guys,
those guys
we've
are
had them on the show, love them to death. Those guys live, man, it's fun to watch. Like insanity.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I didn't get a chance to see it. We were at Fest together.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't get a chance to see him, but our bass player, Devin, went and caught some of their set, and he said it was insane. He said they were going nuts the entire time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hard to believe how nuts they could go while still playing so precisely on all of this, finger tapping on guitars and
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
It was one of those moments where like you kind of watch and you take it in, and then you think, no, humans can't do that.
That's a robot.
Dylan, you're a robot, and I'm going to call you out on it. Yeah. Humans can't do that. It's just, they're incredible. So that should be an awesome tour, man.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to come catch you all.
I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to get to know those guys and all the guys in You Blew It and get to spend some time together traveling across the country and playing some indie rock gigs.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's incredible. So, okay, so before we, go further, let's take a step back. Let's take it back to the beginning, and if you will, give us a little history lesson of Rozwell Kid. What if someone just kind of said, "Hey, history of the band," like I kind of just asked,
like
exactly
verbatim,
like I
just
just asked, how would you answer that question?
Well, it was the fall of 2011. When we played our first show. And I live in West Virginia, and so does Devin, our bass player. Our drummer, Sean, lives just up the highway in Pennsylvania, and our lead guitar player, Adam, he lives in Nashville now.
Wow, okay.
Not too far from you guys.
Yeah.
You're actually closer to him than we are.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
We could get together for band practice pretty easily.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, at the time, Adam lived in West Virginia in the same house I did. And I between tours and recording with the other band I talked about, the garage rock band that I played drums in, I had some songs that I've been writing that I thought were pretty cool, and I got the opportunity to record them with a friend in Morgantown, West Virginia, my friend Brian. And so I went over and did a couple of songs, not really thinking anything about it, and they turned out pretty cool, and I was really stoked on how they sounded. And I had some more material, so I just kept going, over the course of a few months, every weekend that I had free, and would record another song, and eventually I had an album's worth of material.
Nice.
And I put it on Bandcamp for free, and Devin and Sean were actually working on another record with Adam in our house at that time. Adam used to do some like home recording for bands, and Devin and Sean were playing with our friend Cassie. She had this project called Chick Salad. It was like real soft.
That's awesome.
Like yeah, it's sick. If you get a chance to just check it out, it's like real soft, lots of vocal harmonies, melodic.
Oh, sounds
just
right
really
up my alley.
Cool, chill music.
Nice.
And Sean was doing some drumming on it, and I think Devin was like writing. He was co-writing and doing vocal harmonies, playing guitar. But anyway, Adam was recording that when I finished the first Rozwell Kid record, and he played it for them one day, and they were like, "Whoa, this is sick. We want to play this. Can we do this?
Can we do this live? Like all of us together?"
Yeah. So, and I knew they were sick musicians, so I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we practiced and started playing some shows.
Man.
And
so it kind of came together pretty quickly. Once you had the initial stuff written.
Yeah, it was pretty organic. I didn't really have any plans for it. I just wanted to make this record and put it out. Because I was really into, like, heavy power pop stuff, and I wanted to write music in that vein, like early Weezer or Ozma or the Rentals, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So so I just did the record, and the fact that these dudes wanted to play it with me was a bonus.
Yeah, definitely.
And so we started playing some shows and played local shows, and then started branching out regionally a little bit here and there. Made another record, started doing like week-long tours when we could in the summer or whatever, and and then we did our third record, Too Shabby, that just came out, and got a tour offer with The World Is for a full U.S. Jumped on it, and now here I am laying in bed talking to you guys.
so the dream
has
right come true.
Yeah.
I mean, you've pretty much hit the peak right now, right?
Yeah. You made your music a reality, and you're touring with your music with a band, and you're talking to us.
Exactly.
So all of it comes together.
Yeah, I've peaked. After this phone interview, I'm just going to throw my phone away and jump out of a window.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is it.
Please don't, because we were planning on seeing you guys, so that would be
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, then, I'll hang in there for a couple of months.
Just hang in. We'll try to make it to the Atlanta show.
Yeah.
So if you can, I think it's like February 25th. After that, eat the phone, throw the phone, whatever you want to do to it, man.
whatever you need to do. So, okay, you just mentioned that you recently put out your newest record, Too Shabby, but it's already out of print, so you're having to do the second pressing, correct?
Yeah, the
That's
second
awesome.
pressing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was really cool. It was unexpected. I'm glad that we were able to move that first pressing so quickly. And the second pressing is cool because it's on colored vinyl, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping some people who might be into that will pick it up. But we'll see.
What are you guys doing as far as colors for this one?
Don't quote me on this because I haven't seen anything yet. But I'm
Word on the
sure,
street.
yeah. Well, I mean, Derek from Broken World, who is our label, Derek told me what we got, and I think we got Coke bottle clear, white
One of my
with blue and red
favorites.
splatter,
Ooh,
and glow in the dark.
oh wow,
That's
Yeah,
something you don't see very often.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I think the only glow-in-the-dark record I've ever seen is the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was gonna
That's
say.
the only one that because when I saw that, I was like, glow-in-the-dark? What the hell? Who
Yeah.
does that?
Yeah.
I've never seen that as
Glow
a
in the dark
thing.
makes total sense for something that you keep shoved in a paper sleeve all day and
Exactly.
pull out indoors at night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You got to hold it up to the light first. You know, that's how that stuff works. You got to
Yeah.
you got to hold it to the light and kind of move it around a little bit, and then it'll glow for about approximately 20 seconds.
That's what everybody wants to do when they're ready to hear a record. Is
Yeah.
pause and hold it up to a light.
Well, I mean, I always warm my records up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a light.
Do you not do that?
first, right?
Is that not-
am I doing that
Is
wrong?
that a thing? Like, am I actually supposed to do that?
Oh, always.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you got to
shit.
read up on that.
You got
I
to.
don't
It's
know
like
anything
tires.
about vinyl.
You got
I just exposed myself. I'm totally not an audiophile.
You've got to balance it, just like you balance tires on your car. You got to balance your record every time before you put it on the actual turntable, and that is all bullshit.
Yeah, that is not a true statement.
No, not at all.
Somebody was telling me they had a record player. I can't remember who was telling me this, but their record player was wobbly
Yeah,
and off balance, so they had to put. I think it was like for an LP, they had to put like 2 dimes on one side of the record.
Oh my god!
And then for a 45, they had to put like 1 quarter or something like that to balance it out. I wish I could remember who told me that story, but yeah, I thought that was pretty.
Oh, man, that's
pretty high
awesome.
maintenance.
That's amazing. Well, they make these things, and I've been meaning to get one because I have a few records that are slightly warped. Like, not to the point where they're unplayable, but to where when I look at it, it makes my stomach cringe a little bit
Yeah.
because I can see it just waving on the platter, just up and down, up and down, up and down. But they make
Yeah.
these little weights that you put in the center. Like, you put the record down and you put the weight down in the center, and it pretty much covers the whole label, and it's supposed to have enough dispersed weight to where it flattens out most, unless it's like an extreme warp.
Yeah.
Like, most of that, but I can't seem to find them. I've seen them. I see pictures of them on Instagram, like people post records with those things on it. But when I go on Google and search for vinyl record weight, I always come up with like weights for the arm.
Oh, yeah.
and can't seem to locate a actual weight to go in the middle of the record.
They don't exist, man.
I know, but I've seen them, so they do.
Oh well.
They absolutely do.
So
I don't know if you know anything about that or not, but
No, I'm not aware, but I'm sure they're out there. Just keep looking. Just keep looking, man. You'll find them.
Just
I
keep
got the
on, man.
faith.
Keep the dream alive, dude.
they're out there. They're out there.
So, what are the chances of you talking all the guys on this tour into just making a little pit stop through Knoxville on your way
Oh
through?
yeah, that's a good idea.
I wish we could. I would love to stop in Knoxville. I feel like the tour starts in San Antonio and ends in Florida, so I think it'll be hard to get You Blew It out of Florida once we.
Oh yeah, there's no way.
That is true.
There's no way. Yeah.
So, let's talk about some. This is a pretty big topic, but we'll see what you got in mind. We've been going over our top albums of 2014. Now, you don't necessarily have to get super specific and say, "Hey, these are my definite top 5." But do you have any albums that come to mind that maybe stuck out tremendously this year to you?
Well, I can tell you about the 3 albums that I was extremely stoked about. Ozma put out a new record. The 3 bands that I mentioned earlier. Ozma put out a new record. The Reynolds put out a new record, and
that's
Weezer
true.
put out a new record.
Yeah. What'd you think of the new
And they were all
Weezer?
great. They were great.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I like the new Weezer a lot. I have
that song "Lonely Girl." Is so
it's good,
sick.
and the last track that split up into 3 parts. That's
Yeah.
my favorite part of the whole album. I loved it.
It took me a minute because I go back to what I like to refer to as Matt Sharp
Yeah,
era.
I'm a
Weezer.
Matt Sharp elitist usually.
Me too. Me
So-
too. Like Pinkerton and Blue Album for me, it doesn't get any better with Weezer than that. And so from those 2 records on, I'd never disliked and left Weezer. I've always checked them out. I'd check in from album to album just
Yeah.
to see what they were doing. But none of the records that followed Pinkerton ever grabbed me the same way that those 2 did.
Yeah.
And with this,
Well, when did you get into Weezer? Did you get into them like when the Blue Album came out?
Yeah.
Or when Pinkerton came out?
yeah,
when the
we're,
Blue
we're-
Album
we're
came out.
old, so we got into it when the Blue Album came out because we
That's
had
cool.
that on cassette.
Yeah,
I remember I graduated high school in 2004,
Oh, okay.
and when I was a freshman in high school, like at the turn of the millennium.
Yep.
Not everybody can say that.
Yeah.
yeah. I know.
People.
It sounds
And the
sounds more
relative
impressive than it
Earth
should.
is just a
does.
giant graveyard, man. When you think about it.
Yeah, God, that's in
Let
deep.
me see. But anyway, I was a freshman in high school. I remember my friend Andrew was singing the Sweater song at me,
Yeah,
and I didn't know about Weezer yet because I was all about like Fat Wreck, Epitaph,
Oh, yeah.
punk rock.
yeah, dude, that's not a bad thing to be in
All I wanted
either.
to hear was No
Lagwagon,
Effect and
man.
Rancid.
Oh, God.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Oh yeah, Lagwagon. I also was really into ska, like Real Big Fish.
Dude.
I just bought-
SJ2 at the time.
Yeah.
Derek made fun of me last night, but I just bought a record, like an impulse purchase. We were sitting here, and I for some reason, this band popped in my mind. Do you remember Mephistopheles?
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gene just bought that on
They
vinyl
had a
last
record,
night.
God Bless
I remember
Satan.
I thought their name was really inconvenient to say.
Yeah,
Yes, it
is-
was.
It's very inconvenient.
I always
to say.
wonder if I say it right. After I say it, I'm like, that was right? Yeah.
I think that's it's like Mephistopheles, right?
Exactly.
Like the devil, or is that a character from Cats? No.
Well, they had
I'm
that
wrong.
record, God Bless Satan, which was, for me, and I wasn't even a huge ska fan. Like, I liked some here and there. Like, I liked
Yeah.
Real Big Fish and, I don't know.
Less Than Jake. I love Less Than Jake.
was good,
And
yeah.
the Hippos?
Yeah,
Fuck,
Less
dude,
Than
the
Jake.
Hippos.
But that
man.
record, for some reason, just hit me in a weird way, and I loved it. And surprisingly, last night found it on Discogs for like $16.
Yeah, it was cheap.
I was surprised that a record from that era, and it even came with a slip mat.
Yeah,
Crazy.
crazy.
Cool.
But we grew up with that same that love for Strung Out, Lagwagon,
Oh, Pulley's one of my
those
favorite
bands.
bands.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've been listening
Basically,
to a lot of
just the entire Punkorama roster.
Yes.
You just list
Exactly.
up all the
That's
Oscar, Gashuffer.
Yep.
dude. That Oscar Idol Will Kill is one of my favorite albums from that time frame period.
You know, I've actually never heard Oscar other than the tracks on the
Oh,
Punkorama
dude,
compilation.
you've got to
But
get
someone-
Idol Will Kill.
Yeah, I can't remember which track. Someone the other day was just talking about how sick Oscar was and how they're like their favorite band. It was a kid I met at a show because
Yeah.
he saw someone do an Oscar cover set, I think at Fest.
Whoa.
And he said that he was so excited because it was the closest he was going to get to seeing
That's
Oscar
pretty awesome.
play.
Wow.
And he was stoked. But yeah, I felt bad that I couldn't really relate to what he was talking about. But
Yeah.
the emotion translated. It sounded awesome.
Yeah, no, it's really good,
I
dude.
could feel his enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Yes. Osmosis just forced its way onto you.
Exactly. Speaking of Osmosis, so you said Ozma. I didn't even realize Ozma put out a record this year.
I didn't
that
either.
missed me
Ozma's
completely.
so sick.
I love them, and I
Yeah, me too.
for some reason had no idea that they had a new record come out this year. I don't know
It
how
went
I missed
under the
that.
radar. They did like a pledge music campaign,
Yeah.
Ah.
and it's the first time that I ever I don't know, pledged to anything.
Yeah.
I never pledged a Kickstarter or anything.
Yeah.
But the pledge music, I pledged to because I wanted a new Ozma record and I wanted an Ozma T-shirt really bad, and I didn't know how to get one. But it was part
Yeah.
of the pre-order.
Yeah.
So I did that, and it turned out pretty cool, man.
That's awesome.
I'm still really partial to the first two records, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
cool
Rock
to
and
hear
Roll Part
new
3.
Ozma.
I'm gonna.
Oh my god, that album is so sick.
It's amazing.
I'm going to immediately tonight have to search that out.
The new one's called Boomtown, right?
Yeah, Boomtown.
Okay.
Boomtown, nice man. I can't. Yeah, I can't believe I haven't heard anything about that. And then let's talk about that new fucking Rentals record.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's
Lawson
good.
Alphaville is
Sick.
unbelievable.
I was so excited.
Yeah. I mean, I pre-gamed for this interview by listening to your Matt Sharp interview.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So I know how into Matt Sharp and the Reynolds you guys are.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. I actually just yesterday, Monday, acquired a copy of Lawson Alphaville on Coke Bottle.
Oh, you found it?
Which I missed out on originally.
I got it because I pledged
yeah,
on that shit.
I know. It was, I think, limited to
Too.
1,000.
That's the one I got.
Yeah.
And I got a T-shirt too. It was
man.
like the same Ozma situation. I like, a T-shirt real bad.
I want a new record
yeah.
and I want a T-shirt, and so this is giving me both. Yes. Yeah, I work at a record store, and I was able to enter this raffle we had for all of this like early release and promo stuff. That just,
Oh, man, I
we
call
had, like,
bullshit.
boxes
You
of
won
it.
your own raffle?
Well, I mean, there were a ton of people that entered, and so I think everyone literally won.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that entered it got something out of this box of records, and that was my pick because I had to have
Something
it.
sounds
I had
shady.
to have it.
Awesome. You beat the pre-sale system.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't even have to. Yeah, dude, I didn't even think about that. I got around it, although I now have 2 copies of that record, but I'm fully okay with that.
I'm putting an asterisk by yours.
Why?
It doesn't count.
Aw.
Yours doesn't count as a pre-sale item.
Man, whatever.
Yeah, man. Pre-orders show faith.
Well, the sticker shows it. The sticker on the shrink wrap that I've yet to remove
Yeah.
says that I
Well,
pre-ordered it.
one
Early
thing-
bird special is I think what it says.
One thing I should have pre-ordered was the Rozwell Kid album.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 'cause-
now I'm dying to have it, and
Yeah.
I can't find it until the second press comes out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jordan.
it should
There's that. There is that. You know.
So you do have a little bit left, and you're selling them on tour, right?
I think we have 5 copies. left.
Whoa!
Wow.
5 copies. Damn.
Man.
Yeah.
So those are going to be
Very
in San
limited.
Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very limited. But I mean, you know, Coke Bottle is one of my favorite vinyl colors, so good choice on that.
Yeah.
I will definitely
Yeah, I
be
think
picking
it'll be
that
cool.
one up.
And that should be up for sale pretty soon. I don't know when this podcast is going up, but it will probably be up by the time this podcast goes up, I would assume.
Oh,
Man, that's
Well,
that's kind of exciting.
I'll be on the
because-
look for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I want it. I want it.
Let's talk about Too Shabby a little bit.
Yes.
What happened on this to make it so awesome?
What
Jordan?
happened?
Seriously, dude.
What went wrong?
What happened here, man? What happened?
No, seriously, dude. I think Tanner posted something about this before it was coming out, and I listened to it. I was like, man, this is really good. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this. And then we started talking to you, and I've been listening to the album. It is one of my favorite things in the world right now, dude. It's exactly my
thank
style of
you.
music, man. I love this record
Thanks.
so much. So,
Thank you very much. That's really nice of you to say.
oh well, no problem. It's 100% true. But what was there a progression in your music for this album as opposed to the last LPs? Like on the last ones, it looks like the way I read it that you pretty much wrote and performed on the albums on the previous ones, right?
I did everything on the first record except for like a couple of lead lines.
Yeah.
And we brought in some friends to do some weird stuff just because I thought
That's
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the second album on Macho, we did it as a full band. That was the first time we recorded as a full band.
Okay.
And yeah, but this time we did it full band again. But we used to have 3 guitar players. Now we only have 2 guitar players.
Yeah.
We did on Macho track by track. We did the new record pretty much live.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
Save for like the vocals and a couple of overdubs. So yeah, we wanted to get more like the live vibe of everything, the
Yeah.
energy.
Where did you guys record
Yeah, it was
this
cool.
record?
In Nashville, actually.
Oh, sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, our friend Justin works at a studio in Nashville, and he's an incredibly talented engineer. And the opportunity came up for us to come down over Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so we just drove to Nashville, met up with Adam, and just banged it out in like 3 days. And we came back for another weekend later on and finished up a couple of vocal tracks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really fast. We rehearsed our asses off just to be ready for it. So we were tight and went in, did it, got out, and now it's out in the world for everyone to hear.
Man, it sounds incredible, and it really
It's
does.
thick.
Like after you say that it was recorded live, it almost
hear that?
made me feel like already
Yeah.
that I knew that, because it just seems like it's just a band playing as opposed to
Right,
a bunch
right.
of production tricks and stuff like that. And it's got a natural flow to it. Like there's some places where, like I think it's in the second track where there's like that time change right there when it goes into the chorus, and just stuff like that is what I love about live recordings, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of stuff's really hard to pull off with a metronome, or if you want to do the drums first and then layer everything on top of it, it's kind of hard to keep that feel. So
Oh yeah.
It worked out good. It was a really cool experience. I'm so happy that we got to do it that way, and I hope the next record we do, we can do it in a similar fashion, because I'm a fan of working in that way. I like working fast.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too. I feel like you can lose a lot of
I like
steam.
doing the homework beforehand. I like doing the groundwork before we get there, and then just get down to business when we're in the studio. Because, when you're in a studio, time is money. And,
Exactly.
Oh,
and not that I want to sacrifice my art, because of money, but I would like to just be focused and just be like, I'm here for a reason. We know what we're doing. Let's just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I mean, for me, like, I've always loved that feeling. Like, we've talked about that new Cloud Nothings record that came out this year. I mean, that record is so fucking amazing. And part of it is like, very first song, you feel the transition, in the drums, you feel it go from, a faster beat to the tempo just starts to drop just slightly,
like
just enough where you feel it. Like,
you couldn't tap that into a metronome and
Exactly.
create the same feeling out of that.
But that's so organic and it's so raw that you literally, I mean, it's hard to explain, but like when I'm listening to that song, especially if I had it at a loud volume, which I usually do, you feel it in your chest. You just feel this like feeling of like, yes, that's rock and roll. That they're not trying to make something super polished and this, overly perfect thing. They're just putting out emotion, and this music is just coming straight out, and this is it captured.
Yeah, totally. Like, I mean, it's the same thing with that first Beatles record. I mean, what was the first? Was it Please Please Me?
Yeah.
I think that was the first. They recorded that shit in like 18 hours, 12 hours?
Yeah.
It was like one fucking day.
Yeah.
And they busted out their debut album, and it's insane.
Yeah.
Because they were playing every night for like 6 hours at the Cavern Club or whatever. And
they just
just went in and they did it, and it's like, okay, it's done. That's what it is.
Yeah. There you go.
I try not to stress too much about stuff in the studio or like on a recording, just because I don't know. I really admire that work ethic and that kind of stuff. And if there are mistakes in it, it's those mistakes that make it what it is, and that's fucking cool. And I like that.
I totally
just
agree.
Own
with
that shit.
I
and
agree
go
so
with it,
much.
It's not supposed to be perfect.
No.
I don't know, but I do love that new Ariana Grande song, Problem. That song is so sick. Have you heard that song? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
I do.
I do not know that.
I actually do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great pop song. I was listening to it the other day, and I was just like, man, this song is so sick.
It is. It's something that, like, I guess when I initially saw the album cover and knew kind of like her backstory and like who she was, I think she came from like a Disney show or something.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, no, this I can't. Obviously, I can't like this at all. And then I heard it, I was like, okay, but that's catchy.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the new
And then
Taylor
you hear
Swift.
that hook, and you're like, I'm a fool to not like this.
Exactly.
This hook is incredible.
That's how I feel about the new Taylor Swift album.
Yeah.
I bought it on vinyl.
It's good.
It is catchy as shit.
Yeah.
It's just good.
It's
I've only heard
undeniable.
the first single. I heard the first single, Shake It Off.
Yeah.
And then I heard there's some single, and I'm pretty sure it's vaguely about getting her name written on a Starbucks cup. Is that a thing?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Blank space. Or blank spot.
Yeah.
Is that what that song's about? Is about her name being written on a Starbucks cup?
I think
know that that's
they mentioned a Starbucks cup.
Yeah, I don't know if
in
the
it.
whole premise of the song, but then again,
It could be.
It could be.
There's a song called
I don't know.
Bad Blood on it that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I've only heard those two songs, and I like Shake It Off, and I didn't like the Starbucks song.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things about the album.
Yeah.
I'm willing. I would check it out, but it's not on Spotify.
Yeah, it's true. She took it all off of there.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, no.
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
man.
well.
OT
What are you gonna
Swift.
do? chalk this one up to another rock and roll tragedy.
That is exactly what that is.
We're gonna read a news headline tomorrow. Rozwell Kid pulls music from Spotify.
Yeah. That. Oh man, you're gonna be breaking the internet tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
That Kim Kardashian shit was nothing. If you decided to pull your music from Spotify, it would cause an uproar.
Yep.
Yeah, Rolling Stone would be like, "Whoa, Rozwell Kid makes a spicy decision."
They are going to lose their shit, dude. Have you had a chance to play a lot of the new stuff live? Have you got out and toured?
Oh, hell yeah. We played mostly new stuff on this last tour when we toured with The World Is and Hotelier. Like,
Nice.
it was
Yeah.
90% new stuff. We played 2 old songs the entire tour.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Wow.
That's impressive.
How's the
just
reception
because,
to the new
like,
stuff been?
It's been great. Like, I mean, I feel like we made new fans every night, and people seem to dig the record, you know, on whatever scale it's on.
Yeah.
People like it. So, I mean, it's cool, you know, and we were playing a majority of markets and towns that we'd never, ever been to.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, this is the newest thing out there. If they've heard anything by us, it's probably this.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
when we were in Toronto, though, we played in Toronto. It was our first time in Canada, first time in Toronto. Someone in the front row requested the first song off our first album. They're like, "Play
wow.
rock, dude."
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, "That's insane. That's so cool." It was like the coolest feeling in the world.
That
Did
is
you
awesome.
play
Someone
it?
in another I mean, it's just, I mean, it's Canada, but it is another country technically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, like, to have someone in another country request a song that you thought nobody knew, it was really, really cool. It was
The
a good
question
feeling.
is, did you
I felt-
play it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, right on. Okay.
I'm
Just
not
making
going
sure.
to deny our one Canadian fan the song they wanted to hear.
Well, Canada probably just got that album.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
they
that's-
are a little behind up there. I'm just kidding.
You think so? Is it like an internet lag, so they're just getting stuff from 2011 in Canada?
Yeah.
Derek is.
I think Breaking Bad is
stereotyping.
just now starting there on television.
Oh man,
I'm
I'd
just
like
kidding.
to relive that again.
Yeah, I would too.
Wait, is that true?
No,
Breaking
it's
Bad
not.
is just...
Not at all true. I'm sorry.
Oh, because I knew Mexico did their own... No, it wasn't Mexico. It was someone in South America did their own version of Breaking Bad, right?
What?
What?
Is that real?
That's
Really?
amazing.
No, yeah, it's like... It may be like Colombia.
Oh, man.
I can't remember the exact country that did it, but someone made their own version of Breaking Bad. I saw this on the AV Club. It was like a whole article, and
Nice.
it was over in one season. Like they did the
Oh,
whole show in
geez.
one season, or
Oh.
something like that.
Wow. I would actually
Yeah, I
kind of
wanna
like to
find
watch that.
Yeah, it's cool. You can look up on YouTube. You can look up like side by side comparisons between the scenes they shot and the scenes that were in the American
Oh,
version.
so they tried to like fully go for it.
Oh, man. That's
Yeah, they
awesome.
totally
I've-
recreated Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
Dude,
with
I've
Man.
got to
all
see
new
this.
actors.
This is incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, okay. I'm putting that on my list of things
Yeah.
that I'm going to search and destroy tonight.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't quote me on this, but I think if you look it up, I think Walter White's name was Walter Blanco, which makes sense.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it does
God.
make sense.
Are you
I'm pretty
kidding
sure that's
me?
what it was.
Oh, God.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Oh,
That is
man.
amazing. That's the greatest news. You've given me the greatest news I've heard today.
I mean, yeah, that's. I want to know what Jesse Pinkman's name would be.
Oh, man, I forgot the Spanish word for pink. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man. Ah.
Jesse Pink Hombre.
Pink ombre.
Yeah.
That could be it. I don't know. That sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think we're gonna jump off of here. We would like to play one of the songs from the new album on here if you have a preference at all.
Oh my gosh.
Well, wait, okay, I never get to ask this. I always forget to. But it's your album, but what is your favorite song on the album as opposed to like,
Because mine's Creeped Out.
yeah, Creeped Out is excellent. But
Oh really? You
Yeah.
guys like Creeped Out?
Yeah.
dude, Creeped Out's
We haven't
yeah.
we haven't been playing that one live.
Really?
Maybe we will.
Dude, yeah,
Yeah,
Even
Creeped
if you're in
Out.
Atlanta, maybe we'll play it live.
Yeah, that
I'm
song.
going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I think we're really proud of the whole album and how it turned out. I'm super stoked on it.
Yeah.
But
You should be.
I think Kangaroo Pocket and Halloween 3.5 are my faves.
Okay.
Just 'cause,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Halloween
I don't know,
3.5 is probably number 2 on my list.
But Kangaroo Pocket is a really good way to start the record.
Kangaroo
too.
Pocket is
That's
a great way to start the record.
Fantastic way to start the record.
And I love the droney sound and stuff too. Like I loved Droner, and I loved what's the other one that's sort of slower? Bangs, is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, Bangs. Yeah, that's the other like trippy, spicy number.
Yeah. Sexy track.
Sex Jams. That's on.
that
That's
song-
gonna be on a Sex Jams record.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those faded in, faded out little weird numbers.
Yeah.
But it turned out cool. I'm happy with it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's like a little breather. That's what I wanted, a breather track.
A breather
Yeah,
track.
exactly. Those, sometimes that's not a bad idea.
No,
because
not at
sometimes
all.
records can get intense if it's all just overwhelming you. Like
All killer, no filler, dude.
that's true. That's true.
Some
All
41
killer,
says
no
so.
filler.
Yeah. All filler, no killer.
All right, cool. Well, dude, which one do you want us to close it out with? What do you want to represent you leaving this podcast right now?
Let's do Halloween 3.5. I think that would be cool.
Sweet.
There it is.
Well, Jordan, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us.
Absolutely.
We've really appreciated it, and
We will
hopefully,
see you
Thank
soon.
you so much for having me. This
Yeah.
is a lot of, I feel so fulfilled now that I've been on
well, good.
podcast. Sick.
You're welcome anytime, my good man.
Absolutely.
We made it weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Weird.
That podcast, you made it weird, right?
Yeah.
You guys know that one?
Yeah.
Enjoy your burrito, everybody.
Yeah.
It's the Nerdist.
Oh yeah, we're also sponsored by
are we
Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, stamps.com.
Go to my PC.
Justcoffee.coop.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to have to cut all this out because of like trademark stuff?
Nah. Well, I don't know if we
Maybe-
need to, but no.
Well, we're not going to.
Man, I'm just saying what I've heard. I'm a product of the culture, man.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
help it. It's all spicy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Right on. Well, we are going to close this out with Halloween 3.5, and man, we look forward to seeing you in
February.
February.
Yeah.
In
Awesome.
Atlanta.
Cool. Very cool.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you later, man.
All right, later, guys. Thank you.
See
No
you, dude.
problem. Bye.
Bye.
Because I bet, and it looks so sweet. I never take
what's up, man?
Oh, cool. It's working. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What is going on, dude?
Nothing much right now. Well, right now I'm pulling up my my end of year list because I totally forgot what it was.
It's okay. We can bullshit long enough beforehand that you can have time to, in the back of your mind, while also talking to us, formulate your
Multitask,
list.
Good.
right?
Good.
Yeah, that should be easy, right?
What if my mind was searchable? Like I could control F my mind.
Oh man.
I mean, you
That'd be
could
sick.
totally try to do that.
I mean, I can. Can you not do that?
I'm not able to.
Huh. Thought everyone could do that. Weird. Man, so I just want to start by talking about the Blue album.
Oh yeah.
Because that came out since we spoke to you last.
It has.
Right.
And
Yes.
that has rocked my face many times since
Rocked
last we spoke.
only your face. Only the face.
It was
Only the face.
I
Because
would
the
come over
speakers
and Gene's
are like,
face would be a little bit rocked, but the rest of him was totally fine.
It's strange. But, dude, seriously, fantastic cover record.
Yeah, you did it
Thank you.
justice, dude.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We it's funny because I have this like super secret solo stuff that like isn't recorded at all. And finally one day I was like, I'm gonna record that, and then up about the week before
Yeah.
we were gonna record it, we're like, you know what, let's just do some Weezer cover records, and then we switched it to that.
My question was mainly about the song selection. Like, you guys did really good with selecting songs that I love.
Thank you.
Just wondering, out of that record, how did you
Yeah.
not just do the whole thing?
Oh, well, that was the hardest part. Not
Yeah.
doing the whole, well, essentially not doing that and Pinkerton all in one fell swoop.
Exactly.
God, yes.
but we knew, like, we listened to it 1,000 times in the band before, and we'd all get stoked when In the Garage would come on, and we'd all get stoked when Surf Wax would come on, and we're like, those two have to be on there.
Yeah.
And then we just figured we'd start it and end it the way it started and ended, and then tack on a little B-side at the end because we had room for it.
Yeah.
Nice. So there was a
Yeah,
method
yeah.
there. That's awesome. Beginning and end, and then some highlights in between.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, exactly. It was. We're not. Well, I'd like to think we're not posers, but who knows?
Yeah, you didn't do Say It Ain't So in the Sweater song. So
Yeah.
my
Right.
question is, why didn't you do Say It Ain't So in the Sweater song? No, I actually, that was like, as much as I would totally love to hear you guys cover those songs, it was also like, sweet.
Yeah.
It just went with like the really, really solid ones that I generally find my favorite.
Yeah.
So that's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah.
Gene
Yeah,
and
we
I
were-
actually did a whole show of the Blue album with some of our buddies earlier this year. It was like the funnest time I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a good year for the Blue record
I know.
Yeah.
memorabilia and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It's crazy. I mean, like, we played and it seemed like people actually cared. And
Yeah.
it was awesome. Like, they were singing along and,
This is what happens when you play music people like.
right. That exactly. Exactly. People came out. Like, there were people there. It's crazy.
It's funny too because when we were announcing that EP, USA Today was like, "We want this. We want to premiere this song," and then that's the first time we'd heard from them, and that's also the last time we'd heard from them.
Wow.
Whoa.
So they're like, "Just give us the Weezer stuff. If you're gonna do more Weezer stuff, talk to us. But if not,
Yeah.
see ya."
Wow.
Yeah.
Bunch of assholes.
Hey, I'm gonna stick up for them just in hopes that they contact me again.
Exactly.
That's
So
true.
hey,
That
don't
is true.
say that about my friends.
Tanner, I just did not know that you and US Today were that tight, dude. I didn't know.
You never know.
I'm a total sellout.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, so another thing is you've got a new release on Jade Tree coming out.
Yes.
Yes,
That came
yeah.
out of nowhere to me. I was
Yeah.
super excited when I saw that, man.
Yeah, I almost said for us too, but it happened over a period of probably like 9 months, so that'd be a total lie.
Suddenly in 9 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how long it takes to have a child and
Yeah.
for You Blew It to release
Oh,
a 7-inch.
It's I was gonna make a dick joke right there. But I'm not gonna do that.
No, I mean
We're totally above that on this show.
Yeah, we have morals here.
We base this show around dick jokes.
Yeah,
and that's what she said.
If it weren't for dick jokes, we wouldn't still be doing episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this band too.
That's a good thing. So you guys are also going to be doing a pretty awesome tour coming up with Rozwell Kid and
Tiny Moving Parts.
Tiny Moving Parts. That's going to be fantastic.
And now we can say we've had every single part of that tour on our podcast.
True. That is true.
Yeah,
I know.
it's gonna be very spicy for sure.
See? Okay. Yeah. It all ties together.
Yeah.
It all ties together now. We just had the pleasure of speaking with Jordan not long ago, and I noticed that I think that's his catchphrase.
That is his catchphrase.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy. Maybe this is a thing that I haven't caught on to yet. Maybe this is like a big trend that I'm
It is.
missing out on.
I'm gonna hashtag this shit later. You
Spicy.
just be
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, please. It's I'm speaking of like catchphrases. I'm really trying to start this thing where like you know how when people throw up like the horns, the rock symbol, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And some people throw it up without the thumb. Some people throw it up with the thumb.
Yeah.
I'm
The
trying
proper
to
way
throw
is
it
with the thumb, by the way.
right.
That's
Well,
the way you
exactly.
throw it.
That's the thing I'm trying to do is when someone is like says something great, like, "Hey man, I'm gonna go on tour with Say Anything." I put the rock hand up and I put the thumb out and I go, "Thumbs out, dude." So if you guys could really help me with that,
I'll
that'd
push that as
I'd
hard as I
appreciate
can
it.
here in Knoxville.
Please.
That's amazing. We'll get that moving.
We got a good market. Well, I'll start a Twitter page for that.
Oh, yeah, make me an admin.
We'll
please.
just guerrilla market it, dude.
And maybe do like a series of selfies of just
t-shirts.
Yeah. Dude,
the thumbs out movement.
Yeah.
the possibilities are endless.
The
with
thumbs
that.
out movement, and then it's got the thumb with a caption saying "spicy,"
Spicy.
and then that's
Yes.
what we'll do. We'll just
Spicy.
integration. So we wanted to get you back on here and just sort of catch up and talk, but we want to see what your top list of this year has been in music, because we're trying to get a bunch of our past guests and buddies on and just find out what everyone's take on
everyone
the
else,
year in music was.
They've been technically giving us, on average, their top 100. So if you can just give us your top 100, like we can
just real quick,
Yeah, I mean,
quick,
like,
top 100.
Just real quick.
But no, seriously, any top, we would say 5, but at the same time, if you can't really come up with 5, there's a reason. It's a hard list to make.
Well, I actually have a list written out right here, but I'm just going to do the top 5 just for. I'm a visual learner, and I feel bad, talking for too long, so I'm just going to do the top 5.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to count down. At number 5, we have Dikembe, Mediumship.
Okay.
Number 4, Somos, Temple of Plenty.
Yes.
Number 3, Prawn, Kingfisher.
Yeah.
Number 2, Modern Baseball, You're Gonna Miss It All.
Yeah.
And number 1,
You blew it. Keep doing what you're doing.
You blew it, keep doing it. Yeah. God. Oh my God, that's the best joke in the world that I should have thought of myself. It's actually Rozwell Kid, Too Shabby. Yeah.
Dude,
my number 1 of the year.
Rozwell Kid
feel-
came in late for me, and it has somehow made its way into my top 5 this year as well.
It's insane.
It's
how good that
unbelievably
record
good.
is.
Oh, God, dude, I was just blown away by him, dude.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
same
mean,
here.
For me, like Derek told me yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday, his addiction, as of late, he's been listening to it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, but the first pressing sold out. He's like, so you're trying to hype me, but I can't even get it.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. He's like, no, repress.
Yeah. Cool brag. I just got my first press in the mail
damn.
the other day. So,
See?
so later, chumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Man.
This isn't going so well.
This is not
Tanner.
going
Let's,
well, man. That's, man. I just want the record. I don't care what press
Yeah.
it is. I just want the
Yeah.
record. It's
I mean,
so
I prefer
fucking
first
good.
press, but
Well, yeah.
it's not going to happen because I think he said they have
They
five
have
copies
5
left,
left.
and
Yeah,
that's probably going to
not
go
too
pretty
many.
quick. So,
Well, what are your guys' tops this year?
well,
Man.
it's a moving target, really.
Yeah, I
Hello?
hello.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think we cut
lost
out
you
for a second.
Oh, I'm here still.
Man.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. All right.
Anyway.
We'll
Anyway,
give you
anyway.
a few of them. I think we're gonna have an episode later on where we do like our top 5 and Blake's top 5 and do it that way. But we can shed some light on a few of them here. Gene, go ahead and give
Yeah,
some of
give 'em
yours.
to me.
How many am I going off my top 10 and just naming some things that I really love
Just
from
name
this year?
some things from the year.
Okay. Well, Midnight Masses. That's still at the top of my list. That's Autry Fulbright he's the bass player from, and you will know this by the trailer, Dead. His solo project. It's a fantastic record, man. It jumps all the way from like some 60s soul in some songs to electronic. I mean, the record is all over the place, and it's beautiful. And
That's awesome.
Literally, I think that was one of those records that came out probably 6 to 8 months ago. And when it came out, I listened to it and told Derek, "This is in my top of 2014." He was like, "Man, it's early." Well, it stuck there. It stayed.
Yeah, that was
so good.
You called your shot on that
Nice.
one.
I did.
You
I
Babe
did.
Ruth
Yeah.
that shit.
I
Well
did.
done. Well done.
Thank you. Another one is Museum of Love. They released a self-titled record this year. Museum of Love is Pat Mahoney, who was the drummer for LCD Sound System. It's his new electronic side project, now turned full band. And it's, 2 guys, but it's his day job
Yeah.
now. This is what he's doing. And it's an amazing
Good for
record.
him.
It's a really good electronic record. He sings also, and it's killer. And then one more, I would go with Mongol Horde, which was
that album's so sick.
Frank Turner's metal record that he put out this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's very much
Dude.
in the vein of Every Time I Die, and it's
It's
every bit as brutal, if
fucking
not
amazing.
more. It's
It is
unreal.
amazing.
That's sick. That's so sick.
A few of mine, Shellac, dude, incredible. I really love Shellac, and I love that new album.
It's pretty
Jessica
spicy.
Leah Mayfield, Make My Head Sing, which is really awesome. She's got this super beautiful voice, but then grungy ass
Grungy.
guitars in the background. It's awesome. And Childhood. It's this band from the UK. It's sort of like dream pop shoegazy stuff, but they got an album called Lacuna that's really freaking awesome. It's a few of mine.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's been
It's
a
been
lot
an
of good
amazing-
shit this year.
Amazing.
Yeah,
year.
you guys are making me feel like a real dullard. I'm like, check out all these emo records. And you guys are like, check out all these actually great music. Like,
Man.
check out
Wait,
this
no.
variety of music to
Don't
listen
write
to.
off emo. Emo is great music.
Absolutely.
You're right. You're right. Thank
It
you.
is. You're welcome.
Jeez, man.
Now, don't beat yourself up.
No,
dude.
yeah, don't do it. Just don't do that because it's not fair.
If I didn't, would I be emo?
Oh
Wait.
man.
Dude,
Paradox.
you just caught us.
Fucking
Yeah.
paradox.
That's-
oh shit.
That's a mind melter right there. I don't think you could
Well-
be. Yeah.
You've got to
take a
hate
break and
what
think
you
about it.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, did you
Wow.
hate it first or did you hate it after? Which came first, the hate or the crying?
That would be a great T-shirt. Which came first?
Oh
the
man,
hate
that's
or the
gonna be my new
crime?
emo record.
That's amazing.
Very good one.
So you're getting ready to go on tour here really soon.
Yeah.
I know that you're not coming to Knoxville, but I forgive you
Thanks.
for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
We
okay.
actually really do like Tennessee.
You can't go everywhere, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But you are coming through Atlanta, and I think we're going to come try to see
Oh, hell
all
yeah.
y'all dudes there. So that should be fun times.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing show.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really hope so.
Yeah. We just got done seeing Tiny Moving Parts a few weeks ago in Nashville with dads, and that was awesome. Dude, Dylan,
watching that guy play, he does
He's-
unhuman things.
it's
And
not even real. I
Oh
don't
my
even think
God.
he's real sometimes.
I talked to him afterwards and kind of made that comment that like you're not a human. Like normal people can't play the guitar parts that you're playing and still sing and
Yeah,
be
or take
looking,
the amount of alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's so unassuming too.
I
Like you
know.
look at him, he's like super nice, smiling, like.
I don't think I saw
and
him
then
without a smile.
He's got
even when he was
he's got a
singing.
different persona
Yeah.
on stage, man. He just gets at it.
Yeah,
amazing.
oh, absolutely.
It's awesome.
Someone, when we announced the tour, someone said in the comments, it was like, enjoy those two bands out playing you every night. And we're like at first,
Whoa.
our blood is boiling. And then we're like, he's right.
Oh, come on, man. That's
No. Tanner, see, we got to lift your spirits.
Yeah, seriously, man. You're really being a downer tonight. You're really being a downer.
I don't mean to be self-deprecating. It's
Yeah.
just those two bands are like, when I saw those two bands separately, like those were the two best times I'd ever had, like watching music.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's hard not to at least be threatened by their performances.
It should just be exciting that you get to share this experience with them, and
Yeah, it
you're
is.
equally as good, dude.
Yeah, and I'm sure they feel the same way about
Thank you.
You Blew It. Hey, did you
God,
ever
I
get a
hope so.
chance to write or record any of that solo stuff? Or did you just skip it and do the Weezer stuff?
I mean, I have like shitty GarageBand recordings, but
Yeah.
those will probably never leave my computer.
No.
Yeah.
I want to hear some Tanner Jones.
I would love to.
Sings the classics.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to, like, maybe one day when the band breaks up, but as of right now, I always feel weird about like solo projects. Like,
Really?
I always feel like it's kind of like the lead singer trying to be like a personality kind of thing. Whereas
Right.
I don't know. It
No,
makes
I know
me
what
feel
you're
kinda
saying.
icky.
No, I do. After you said that, I get that could have some kind of like weird feeling.
Because even
like,
the feeling of doing a solo project but naming it something and not going by your name has its own better feel to it.
Yeah, very true.
yeah.
Because I've released, music under different names, and it was, I didn't really care because
Yeah.
it was attached to me because I did it and I loved it, but at the same time, it wasn't just my name because then you look just kind of like,
What's this
I don't
doucher
know.
doing?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like some solo artists can pull
Maybe
it
I'll name
off.
it Spicy.
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. And then we can
3 Y's at the end.
Yes.
Oh, man.
3 and a Z somewhere.
spicy.
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 We just
Sounds like a medicine.
It does.
it does sound like a medicine. We're doing this Share Needles comp, and I feel weird just having, because me and Gene both did a song for it, and I feel weird having my name on there. I wish I would have just named myself something.
Like gave yourself a band name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Thumbs out.
Thumbs
Thumbs
out.
outy.
Thumbs out.
Thumbs out.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I didn't think about it, and you made me self-conscious about it after you mentioned it, and you were like,
You're
"Man,
welcome.
I
You're
should've-"
fucking welcome.
No, it's. I mean, it's totally different for like, someone like bursting into the scene as a named artist, but like as far as like bands being like,
Right,
this is my
right.
solo record. I'm like, just stick with the band. Maybe
Yeah.
save it for later or name
Yeah,
it something
yeah.
else, kind of thing.
Oh, what? You didn't want to give these songs to the band that
Yeah,
you did?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, cool, dude. Well, we'll let you get off of here. We're gonna go do some podcasting things.
Yeah, but
What are
the
you gonna
things you
do?
do in the world of the podcast.
We got emails and all sorts of fun shit to send
You
out.
got emails.
Oh yeah,
mail orders and
we got to work on
We're gonna-
this fucking vinyl comp, dude. It's been a burden.
dude. I'm excited though. I mean,
I'm stoked.
It's seriously. I think we might have sent you a download link for
Maybe
it. It's
I think we did.
Yes, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, by the way.
That wasn't to bait you to say,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got it and I downloaded it. It's good. No, I was just going to say, if you get time to get around to it, like you should check it out because we feel like we've put together a
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
solid
There's
record
a-
that like no matter what you listen to, which it is kind of catered towards what
What
we
we
do
like.
and what we like. But
Right.
it
As it should be.
I think that people will really feel it. I don't know. It's. I think it's got a really good rounded feel. I don't know. It's got some slow ones. It's got
Yeah.
some fast ones. It's got some heavier
Hell
ones.
yeah.
It's got some soft ones. I don't know. It's just a well-rounded
That's-
record that fits well.
That's one thing that's almost harder than like writing music or like putting out a record is coming up with the flow of the record and the track listing. Like that's an art in itself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We sat down to do it, and we were
mixtapes are my
stressed about
favorite
it.
thing to do, but they are the most like I really ponder on them way too much when I make
Yeah.
mixes.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's insane.
Yeah, and this one, I mean, it was a little bit different because I initially really thought like Derek's song should be the very first song on this record, just because of the
And
content.
I did not want that whatsoever.
I know, and so here I am, the removed party, that's looking at it objectively, like, no, this really is the best song to start the record out with because it kind of has a lot of elements that run throughout the record. So obviously this should start it. Derek's like, no, my song will not go first. It's like, dude, you have to think about the
Come
flow.
on, Derek.
Exactly.
I know.
It's gonna be okay.
And I was
man.
like, okay, the only way I'll put mine on there first is if you put yours first on side B.
So I compromised, and then we built everything around that. And
Hell
I
yeah.
feel like we made it flow into itself pretty good.
Good. Yeah. Great method.
So, do you have anything coming? Like, have you been working on other stuff for like a possible follow up full length to this EP stuff, or is this sort of separate from everything else?
Well, we've been getting together every Thursday very slowly.
Yeah.
It's hard to write right now because half the band is like either in Pennsylvania or out of town. So we're gonna spend probably the first couple months of next year like just buckling down and trying to get an LP out.
Yeah.
Or not out, but like written.
Written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm really stoked on this EP. I've pre-ordered.
Thank you.
I got
Thank you
the
very much.
double pack of variants because I didn't
Oh,
know.
me too.
I didn't know which one I
ordered
wanted to
it
get.
too.
You ordered it?
Yeah, it's always a tricky thing once the label sends you variants of your vinyl and you have to fight with your band over which one you get.
Yeah.
So it's usually good to at least reserve your copy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is the coolest damn thing I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Well, Derek bought the comp, so I guess that
I
all
did
kinda
buy the
makes
comp.
sense. I mean,
I did.
it just
But mainly, I bought the comp so that I could make sure that our payment system was going through correctly.
Yeah. I actually heard a pretty funny story with the same punchline from Top Shelf.
Yeah.
When they first started, they put up I think the My Heart to Joy LP.
Yeah.
And they made it live, and they were sitting around for a couple minutes. We're like, oh no, like the payment system's broken, it's not working. And so like half an hour later, Kevin put in a record and it went right through. So essentially for half an hour, no one was ordering the My Heart to Joy LP.
See,
sad story.
I
And you
did
can
the
get
same thing
bumped
with
so
our
quickly.
merch. I think I ended up buying our own. Like,
did.
I bought a mug from us just to make sure our store was
Yeah.
working correctly.
you have anxiety
I
about
do.
things being in the world.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
you just got to rely on the internet, man. It lets us
Yeah.
know
I will
everything's going
never
to be okay.
rely on the internet.
When they implant it into your brain, you'll rely on it.
Actually, we're relying on the internet to get this podcast out,
That's
so
true.
I better watch my mouth.
Yeah, very true. Very true. You got to be nice to stroke the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
So good friend.
Oh, I love you, internet.
See,
Yeah. See, I feel better about it now.
good.
Okay.
Good.
Well, cool, dude. Well,
Play some music.
Well, we're gonna.
Oh, yeah.
Can we play
Actually,
the new song?
go ahead. Yeah, well, but first, before you do, Jordan told me he said spicy like 15 times, and I feel like I have to beat him.
Oh,
So, like,
okay. No, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can you say like lots of cool things?
Let's
just
see.
in a row so I can.
So, yeah.
The new. Actually, I would like to talk about the new Ice Age album. Did you listen to that? Check it out.
Spice. It's spicy.
It is, man. It is. It's one of those things, I mean, that drum sound. I mean,
It's way spicy.
Yeah.
very.
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 So, I mean, what are your thoughts on, Pioneer of Nothing, dude?
It's spicy.
Oh.
Okay, here's a random question.
That is deep.
If you frequent a sushi restaurant, would you prefer your tuna regular or I don't know?
Probably spicy.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. I was assuming so because that's how I like my tuna. That's good.
I think that was good. I think I probably at least tied him right there.
Oh, we can cut and paste and add some just intermittently throughout
yeah.
We can
throughout
give you
it,
a remix of that word that
Yeah.
you've said a few times.
That's my ringtone.
We'll run it
from
through
now on.
Ableton and send you something.
Yeah, we'll work up some beats and see if you're down with it. And
Oh wow! Thank you guys. You are the nicest people alive. Thank you.
We tried.
yeah. Derek's just well, we know
Yeah, we know it.
we try, but we do know. But thank
Let
you.
me rephrase. You guys are the spiciest.
Yes!
See, I think you went ahead right there.
Yes.
I think that's what took it over.
That right there
Yeah.
puts you on top.
Yeah, that meant a lot.
So how do you? Okay, is it Lanai? Is that how you pronounce the single that's been streaming?
It's what we call like patios and porches here in Florida. The Lanai.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
See, when I
did
saw
not
it,
know that.
When I saw it, I have a friend who is named Lanai, who I worked with.
Ah.
And it's spelled the exact same
And I
way.
thought it was about her.
Yeah, and so I thought you guys wrote a song about my friend, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. No, I actually thought it was a name, just because I only had met one person in my life with that name, and thought, well, obviously, maybe it's maybe there's more than one person with that name, and it's a thing.
Oh no, it's I didn't think it would be as confusing as it turned out to be. Everyone's calling it like Lainna, like Lena, and I'm like, no, it's Lanai. It's like that's where you sit and smoke your cigar after you graduate high school. That's not a really good example. That's where you sit.
That's where you sit with your buddies. With
You know,
like,
everyone
beers.
has that post-graduation cigar on their Lanai.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the most worldwide, like, you know.
Come up with a better example.
oh, you cutting out sounding
We
like a
just
robot.
got that
You
was
sounded like a demon robot.
that
just
was
then.
very Transformers. That was awesome.
You guys just cut out dirty style too.
Man, that was like the remix version of the internet cutout.
That was.
That was awesome.
I dig it.
Man.
All right. Well,
That was
before
Kim Kardashian.
before we all go to internet hell, I think that's what's happening. I think the internet hell is coming to get
That
me
could be.
for my
Yeah.
previous things.
For your
but
internet sins.
we'll get off here and we'll play Lanai
Great.
And
Yeah. Without
pronounced it
further
right.
ado.
without further ado. And we can't wait to come see you guys here in probably February.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you guys so
No
much.
problem,
This is incredible. Never bad. Never
Never a dull
horrible
moment
time.
here with Tanner
Yeah.
at
I mean,
SNWF.
well, you know, we do what we can. We do what we can.
All right, man. Well, you take it easy and have a good night, man.
You guys too. Thank you so much again.
All right,
Yeah,
see you,
brother.
dude.
Bye.